Hello and welcome to Levant TV Headlines. The UN peace envoy for Syria met officials in Damascus to push his efforts to set up freeze zones to suspend fighting in some areas, including Aleppo. The leader of the Islamic State won the allegiance of Egypt's deadliest militant group as Iraqi authorities investigated reports he had been killed or wounded in a US airstrike. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama arrived in Serbia on Monday in the first such visit in 68 years after violence at a football match delayed his landmark bid to ease tensions between the Balkan nations. Gulf monarchies have indefinitely postponed a ministerial meeting ahead of their annual summit amid a simmering dispute over Islamists between Qatar and three other members. Ministers from Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the UAE had been due to discuss preparations for the summit scheduled for the 9th of December in Doha. Now let's take a look at the top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. The Khalij Times says leaders of the US, EU and Iran have met in Oman to defuse the standoff over Tehran's nuclear program. The paper also reports that a three-day World Economic Forum summit on the global agenda kicked off in Dubai on Sunday with a call to replicate the UAE's success in innovation at the global level. The Jordan Times reports that China and Jordan are set to expand ties at all levels following talks between King Abdullah and Yu Zhengsheng. The paper also reports that the government has approved to grant children of Jordanian women married to foreigners certain privileges and facilities to ease their lives. The Lebanese Daily Star reports that Free Patriotic Movement leader Michel Aoun said presidential election talks with the Future Movement halted following him being ruled out as a candidate by Saudi Arabia. The paper also reports that Interior Minister Nouhad Mashnouk has drawn closer to Egypt by announcing that Lebanon and Egypt share common goals of combating terrorism and curbing extremism. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines from UK papers. The Telegraph reports that militants from the Egyptian group Ansar Bayt al-Maqdis have sworn allegiance to the so-called Islamic State. The paper says the declaration will provide a boost for Islamic State, showing its widening influence in the region. The Independent reports on the release of the CIA-made Bin Laden doll. The doll will be sold at auction with bids starting at $2,500. The creator of the doll said he hoped the doll would be distributed to children in the Middle East to help put them off joining Al-Qaeda. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines in international papers. Deutsche Welle also reports that Egyptian Islamists have pledged allegiance to Islamic State leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. The article says the group has called on Egyptians to rise up against the tyrant, a reference to Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The New York Times says obstacles have limited the targets and pace of strikes on ISIS. Weekend airstrikes hit a convoy of 10 armed trucks of the Islamic State near Mosul, as well as vehicles and two of the group's checkpoints near the border with Syria. And for more updates, please visit levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Bye for now.